Hi, in this video we will see how easy it is to set up multi-monitor displays with the ultimate Holdem timer. Alright, so let's start. For the sake of simplicity, let's assume that we wanted to hold our tournament on two separate displays, which usually would be two different computers, maybe in two different rooms. But in our example, I will have just two browser windows which represent the different computers. The actual setup with actual computers is no different in this. You will have to repeat the steps as I show here exactly the same, whether you use it on different computers or just two browser windows. Okay, so let's go. I have created here two tournament templates which we're going to use in this example video. So let's go ahead and open our simple tournament here. All right. So let's open it on both of our computers. So we have both displays here on screen. And we will go and set up our left monitor as the main, the master monitor, and the right one will be the client monitor. So you can have as many client monitors as you want, but you have only one master monitor, which will then control all the clients. So everything we're doing here on the master monitor will be mirrored to all the client monitors which we have. Okay, so let's go to the tournament options here, the tournament controls, and now you will have this new button here, which is the multi-monitor setup. Let's click on it, and now we need to choose how this monitor should be set up. And as I already said, the left one will be our master screen, which will control the other screen. And let's go ahead and click on it. And shortly you will be asked to provide a name. Let's say other window here. But you could of course go ahead and name it as you like. For example, I don't know, garage or other room or something, or TV. Doesn't matter here, it's just a name. So let's click on next, and the browser will then create a key for us. This is a master key here, which we're gonna need to copy. So now we need to go to the other computer. In our case, it's just another window, but if you have different computers, you would have to to transfer this key somehow to the other computer. Maybe send an email, put it on a USB thumb drive, and copy it on another computer. Doesn't matter, as long as this key somehow makes its way to the other computer. On the other computer, we go ahead and also click on the multi-monitor setup, but this time we will go ahead and select the client option. And the client option will now ask you for the master key, which we created on the first computer. We're going to just go ahead and paste it inside here and click on next. And the client computer will now create a response key. Yes, in this response key, we again need to copy and bring it back to our first computer, the master computer. And here we confirm that we pasted the key on the client computer and created a response key. And now we'll need to provide this response key we just copied from the other computer. And this is the final step. When we now click on connect to the other window, we will see that both computers are now linked. You will see this check mark here, and it will stay on the client, it will say it's connected, and on the master you will see that the other window is successfully connected. And you could also go ahead and add even more computers or the other displays you want to control with this master instance. But for now we will only leave it with one other screen. So now we can go ahead and close these pop-ups. And first thing you maybe will notice is that on the client side you don't have a play button. That's because I mentioned it earlier, only the master computer can now control the tournament. Even if you go to the options, you will say here, it will say to you that this computer is now remotely controlled and you cannot influence or change the tournament from the client screen, because only the master screen can now control everything. As you can see, you can only have the other options, so maybe you want to modify how the display looks like on your screen, or you can disable sounds or something, but you cannot change the behavior or how the tournament progresses. All right, so let's check it out. We just hit play, and as you can see, both instances are starting and they're synchronized to each other. I could also go here in the options and skip a level, and as you can see, both monitors are actually mirrored. So everything I do on this computer will translate to the other one. I could end some entries, some re-entries, maybe bust some players, and as you can see here, both computers or both monitors show exactly the same information, just how you would expect it. I could break, pause, and continue the tournament. All the clients are stopping and continuing as well. And there's an extra button for resyncing the tournament. You can click on it and it will push the state of the master to all the clients because, I don't know, sometimes things happen and they get out of sync or something like this. But after clicking the resync button, you will go back to the same display for the other computer as well. One thing you should know is whenever you set up a master monitor connection or another connection, there are two important things. The first one is that your browser actually supports WebRTC. This is the technology that is used behind the scenes to synchronize the events between the two instances. And most browsers already support this out of the box, but some older smart TV browsers or I don't know, some smart sticks or something like that could have problems with this. If UHD finds that there is probably no support for it, you would see a yellow warning here above the box that it will say that probably your browser doesn't support it. But in almost any case, this shouldn't be a problem. Another important thing is that you always need to be on the same network with every monitor you use. This does not work over the internet, so all the computers you are trying to set up here as clients, they need to be on the same Wi-Fi, the same network, whatever. They must be reachable over your local network by the browser, or this won't work. So if you're trying to sync up a computer here which is not on your local network, this won't work, and the last step will not be able to connect to the other display. Also, what is important is that you can now not refresh your browser with F5 or navigate back or forth with your browser controls, because this will most likely interrupt the connection and you would have to repeat all the steps which we did at the first one more time. So let's try it out here. You can see here that everything is synced and connected successfully, and now I will hit F5 and refresh the client here. And as you can see, I got now a pause button, and any second now, the master computer will detect that the client is gone. It says here client window disconnected, and you can see here that the other window is now missing. It's gone. It's not connected anymore, and you can basically go ahead and delete it from here. And if you want to resync these two screens, you will have to do the same process again. So you need to enter here a name, generate the keys and exchange those one more time, because this is now a complete separate application and they don't know each other anymore.